Look at that. It's beautiful. It's so, so, so beautiful. Hang on. Hang on, do I have the... I have my keys. I have my keys. I have my keys on me. I don't think I have my keys on me. I don't think do I have my keys? Hang on. Yeah. It's still going. Okay. What a day it's been. I don't even know where to start. I feel like I lied to you guys. I lied to you all. Because I said in my last video that you guys would be getting 2 videos tonight. Oh, well, something came up. I couldn't do it. I felt ashamed. This whole week it's been, it's Monday. At least I think it's Monday. I don't know, my whole week schedule's been all mixed up and messed up, so it's like I don't know what day is which. Pretty sure today's Monday. Right? Excuse me. Oh, God. Where's my calendar? I have a calendar. I know I do. I don't have it. There's no point. Oh, my God. What have I done? What did I do? Oh, what a fool. I've been the fool all along. Oh, I've played the fool for so long. I've been a pawn in people's games. Oh, what have I done? Oh, what did I do to myself? I don't even know where to start. Okay, I feel slightly better. Look at that. That's the only thing that's worth living in this life is the moon and this view that I have. Look at that. It's beautiful. This whole view, this whole street. Oh, look at that. The mask. Oh, there's a mask that I've been using. A mask. This is it. Mask. Oh, the mask. Okay. So, I wanted to talk about what's been going on since we last met. But today was an absolute disaster. So, Janet, I'm pretty sure everybody knows Janet Watkins, the person who was supposed to do this, who was supposed to do that, and they were supposed to do like everything. They were supposed to do all my orders and all this cool stuff and all the great stuff. But I hadn't heard from her in, I don't know when the last time I talked to Janet. It's probably been a month, 2 months, a week, 3 weeks. I don't know. I don't keep count of that stuff. So I came to, I was in the wrong. I was so upset today. Oh, I was so upset today. I was so upset today, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to say it now. So I woke up. I woke up late at 10 because I was partying all night. And so I get home, or I wake up at my house. I get dressed and I drive, I go, and on the way I see Hobo Hank or Hobo Joe, I don't know what it is, I forgot his name. And I saw him, and I mean, it was fun. I saw him again, and he recognized me, he recognized my car, he saw me, he waved. I waved, and I parked, and me and him talked. And I will admit, I was a little bit upset to see him in the state that he was in. He looked a little bit dirtier than last time. But that's, he's homeless. There's not much they could do about it. Oh, there's people walking their dogs right now. I hope they're not. Oh, and they have a kid with them too. Oh no, they have. I don't want to look. They have a dog and a cat. Oh my god, wait. Well, I don't want to show these people, but they do have a cat, and that cat looks a lot like my cat. I think. Is that? No. I don't know. Oh, they're gone now. I can't show you. I saw Hobo Hank or Hobo Joe. I was like, oh, hey, how's it going? He's like, oh, it's good. Me and my pet have been well. We've been well. He did go to a homeless shelter. He couldn't bring his cat, so he stayed one day and went out and was with his cat. I'll probably do an in-depth video tomorrow about everything, that happened today, or with Hobo Hank or Hobo Joe, because I love him. I love Hobo Joe. He's a good friend. He really is. Then I haven't heard from Janet, and so I walked back to my car because I was out in town. I think I doxed myself. I think I said where I live and what city, but not really, because I talked about my movie and all that stuff. And so all this, oh my god, what's that? Look at this. What are those? What is that? No, that flashing light. Flashing. Oh my god. Look, you can see one by the moon. It's right there. Right there. And then you have, where's that one? It's also right there. That also brings me into one of my other topics, but I think we could get into that a later day. And that's the moon. Well, look at that. There's one, there's a stagnant one right there. Or I don't know if that's a planet or if that's a star, but still, look, they're moving. They're both, look at the two. I don't know if I could show you, but look, one of them is going away into the trees and the other one's also gonna go in a tree. Oh, well, no. Can we still see it? Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you could see it. But the moon is beautiful. The moon is so beautiful. Okay, so I apologize that my wheel, because I put the metal part right here, but I forgot to turn it. So I haven't heard from Janet, so I got scared. And I got upset. I was already upset. And Janet, you know, she does all my things for me that I don't, it's private, that, you know, that Janet's supposed to do. And so I go to her house and I knock on the door. And her young son, who I'm not going to name, comes to the door. And I was like, oh, hey, name, where's your mom at? And he was like, oh, mom, oh, she's out of the house today. She's at, well, I'm not going to say where she was, but she was at a construction site today, because that's where her friend works and that's where she's employed too. So I go and I'm like, thanks. And I wished him well. I was like, well, I hope you've been well. And he's like, oh yeah, thank you, sir, I have. I was like, all right, well, I'm sorry to bother you. Have a great day. So I closed the door.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, I have to restrain my emotions. But okay, so I go to the construction site and I'm looking for Janet. And I go up to her friend because I know her friend. It's weird. I have a friend who I told Janet about. If that makes any sense. So I told Janet, or I told Janet's friend. We'll call her Mary. That's not her real name. We'll just call her Mary. So I looked at Mary and I was like, oh, Mary, I'm looking for Janet today. Do you know where she's at? And she's like, oh yeah, she's on lunch break right now. She's at the top. And so I was like, oh, okay. So obviously I was concerned. Though I am somewhat strict towards Janet, I was also a little bit concerned to where she was, how she was doing, if she was okay. Because I mean, as strict as a person as I am, I really do care for Janet, and I was scared. I didn't know what happened. So I go to where she is on her lunch break, and I call out her name. She She flinches, and her lunchbox, like, it falls. Like, it literally fell. She's like, oh, O-S-H-E-T. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. She's like, oh, no, it's fine. You spooked me. And I was like, was there anything valuable in there? She's like, no, it's just a sandwich. I was like, all right. And so we're talking. And I was like, well, I just want to see. I was just like, I'm fine. I'm fine. This has been tough because apparently what happened is that her dad went into surgery, and now he's in a coma, which is just so unfortunate. So Mr. Watkins is in a coma. Oh my God, that's the third one tonight. Look at this. Look at that. That's the third one that we've seen. Where did it go? It's right there. Right there. Not the, see, look at that. That's crazy. That's like one of those stupid lens flares. It's like it's moving with the camera. Every time I move, it goes away, but still, look at that. That's the third one. You know, I bet that those are the UFOs. I don't know if those are UFOs. Anyways. So. So I'm looking. And we go. And so we're walking, and we're walking, and we're almost there. And I wanted to hug Janet, and she sneezes like quite aggressively. And when she sneezes aggressively, like she kind of jolts back, which is, I mean, I shouldn't judge. It's probably, I don't know, but it's kind of weird. So she goes like, achoo, and then she'll like kind of jolt back like that. And so what happened is that Janet was walking. I wanted to give her a hug. I was just like, hey, I'm glad you're right. I'm sorry about your day. We were a good 2, maybe 3 stories down. And right as I reach to give her a hug, she sneezes. And it freaks me out. And I kind of, like, I was going to give her a hug, but I kind of flinched at my, like, I kind of went like that. And I went, whoa. And she went, chew. And she lost her. Oh my God. Basically, what happened is that she was at the construction site. We were almost there, and I wanted to give her a good sneeze. And right as she had sneezed, she sneezed so violently that the guardrail on the third floor, or the third floor on construction, had completely broken off because she sneezed so hard. And I screamed at the top of my lungs. It was like, Janet, no! And I lunged, and I grabbed her hand. Oh no. Oh God. Yikes, I hope nobody heard that. I just heard a garbage can. But she sneezed, and she fell, and I grabbed her hand, and like I heard like her arm. I think her arm came out of her socket, because like I heard her scream in pain as she was begging me to let her go. And I was like, I can't let you go. And these workers were like running and running, and they were like, it was just this chaotic scene. And I was like, I'm gonna pull you up. And she's like, it hurts, let me go. And I was like, Janet, I can't. And then that's weird. There's somebody in a car over there. But she was like begging me to let her go, and I'm like, I'm not gonna let you go. I can't let you go. And she grabbed her hand, and it hurt so bad. So I'm holding on her hand like this. Like, I literally, grabbed it, and she, with her other hand, she just grabbed me and squeezed and scratched me as hard as she could. And I will admit, I'm a very weak person, and when that happens, I'm easy to, just let go of things. And so I let go of her hand. All the workers, ran to this one spot as she fell. And it's honestly a miracle. But, oh no. Sorry. It's honestly a miracle what had happened, because she fell these 3 stories from 1, 2, and 3, and she hit the ground, and everybody was screaming and panicking. Everybody was running around. They were running up to see if I was okay, and I was like, no, I'm fine. Just check on Janet, please. Please just check on Janet. I was in shock. I was so distraught because I didn't know if she was dead or if she was alive. And so it was just go check on Janet, I'm fine. And they're okay. And so they ran back down, and I ran with them. And when I got there, Janet was her breath was kind of like that. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then the ambulance came, and they wheeled her in, and I was like, can I go with her? Can I go with her? And they're I was in a panic. The crew was in a panic. I was in a panic. The ambulance workers weren't. So I think in the moment they got caught up, and they were like, yes, just please, if it's this serious, yes, be with her. I was like, okay, thank God. So I'm in the ambulance, and they go to the hospital, and they're like, we need you to wait here. I was like, I can't wait here. I need to see Janet. And they're like, sir, I understand that you're upset and you need to do all this, but right now you need to stay here, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. I don't know what that was all about. Okay. Oh, look, it's the family. I don't know what's going on in my neighborhood right now. The family, there's a cat. Is that a corgi? That's a corgi. But it was 2 hours went by, and they came out, and I was like, oh my God, is everything okay? Is she gonna live? And they were like, fortunately, she's going to survive, but she did take a pretty bad fall, and I'm surprised that she's not paralyzed, considering that fall. Maybe they had some of the workers maybe also got hurt trying to save her, but they were her ankle, it was bad. I'm not gonna go into the details, but I'm glad that she's okay. I'm pretty sure everybody is, because I called Mary, and I was like, she's like, hey, she's gonna live. And I told her what happened. She was like, oh my God. And so I went to the kid's house. And okay, I think I overreacted, and this part's crazy, but I knocked on the door. I went, opened the door, and they're like, oh, you're back. And I was like, yeah. And I come inside, and they were like, yeah. Is everything okay? I was like, oh, I'll explain. Um, and so I walked inside the house. And then, like, is everything okay? Where's our mom? And I was like, well, she's in the hospital right now. And I told him everything. And the youngest one was just absolutely upset. Like, he could not handle this at all. And I was like, I know, I'm so sorry. And he blamed me. He said that I'm a monster. You hurt my mom. Why are you here? Why are you doing this? Get out of my house. And I was like, Name, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt her. That was never my intention. I just wanted to make sure she was okay. And the oldest one, who's probably like 8 or 9, was trying to comfort the younger one. Like, dude, it's okay. She'll be okay. He already told us what's going on and everything. He did everything he could. But the young one was like, no, he didn't. He hurt mommy. He did this. He did that. He's the cause of this. I was like, no, I'm not. I really tried to help her. And then, in a fit of rage, like, in possibly the worst fit of rage I think I've ever had, because this kid was like punching me in my shoulders, right here, like on my chest, in my knees, on my leg, like every possible spot that you could think of on the human body he was hitting. And so I think adrenaline had rushed in, and I grabbed him, and I'm a pretty strong guy. Like I said, I'm weak when that happens, but I'm a pretty strong guy. Like, I could beat somebody in a fight, easy win. But like, I picked this kid up and I just like threw him into the what is that thing called? The glass sliding door. And so like, I picked him up and I was like, you need to stop. And threw him I threw him into the sliding glass door, and he hit that thing hard. Like, you could hear the glass go and he okay, this is the glass, all right, and this is him. So he went and like, you could hear like the and he went and he hit the ground, and I was like, oh my god. And so the oldest one was like and he looked at me and I looked at him, and then I panicked and I was like, I'm sorry, I will come back tomorrow. Please tell me it's okay. And the oldest one was just like, oh my god. And I was like, please don't call it up. And he's like, I'm not. I'm actually glad you did that. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he's just been really mean to me lately. He's like, why would you let... I don't know what's going on, but the youngest one was cruel to the older, and the older wasn't fighting back. At least when I was growing up, the oldest would pick on the young one, but I guess it's different family, whatever. And so I go in the car and I let it all out. I'm like grabbing the wheel and I'm like screaming and I'm hitting my head against the headrest. And at one point I did kind of, excuse me, a fit of rage. Like, I was trying to pull my steering wheel off as hard as I could. And I was like banging my head. I was so upset today. I've never had a rage meltdown as bad as this. And then I was gonna play a prank on one of my friends. Hence the mask and the thing that you saw me with earlier. And so I have a key to his house, alright? So that's... I do... I get... you know... I go to his house, I have the key, I open up the door, I walk in, he's not there, all the lights are off. And so it's like, it would be funny if I played this cool prank on him. I wanted to alleviate some stress. I do that sometimes. Like, I play pranks on people to calm myself down, which is actually, I kind of like it. But this prank was just adding on to probably part of my language. One of the shittiest days I think I've ever had. Ever. And so... lights are off. And I heard, like, the shower turn off. And so he comes downstairs. and I hear 2 sets of footsteps. And so I was like, oh, that's not good. And so I hear him laugh, and I hear like a girl go, hee hee hee. She didn't sound like the bee wing hee hee. And I was like, oh. So I stayed downstairs. But then I hear the door open. His like upstairs door, and he comes walking downstairs. I'm gonna like prank him, like rah, and then take off the mask, and he'll see it's me. So I don't know how I should explain this, but I hope you guys can hear me. So I have the mask on. I don't know if you guys can hear me. So I had the mask. I'll just do this. Oh my god. So I had the mask on like this, and I'm hiding like in the corner of his house in the living room. And like right as he comes downstairs, that's when I plan to like jump out and scare him. But why did the light turn on behind me? Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. This part is a little sensitive. So I'm gonna scare him. And then it was my fault. In a panic, I jumped out and I went, boo, and he went, ah. And I realized, fresh out of the shower, you don't put your clothes on when you're showering. So let's just say that I saw my best friend declothed, and I was like, oh my god, and I panicked, and he ran at me, which is a little bit weird in my opinion, but also kind of good. Like, if you just got fresh out of this shower and a home intruder came in, it would be pretty funny if, that's a little inappropriate. But like, he screamed and he was like, oh my god, who are you? Get out of my house. And I tried to take the mask off and be like, prank, but he didn't listen. And he was like, I'm going to kill you. I have a knife. And I was like, okay, let's... Sorry, these people just walked by and I thought it would be embarrassing if they heard me, spout my story. And so he was like, I have a knife. I'm going to kill you with it. And I was like, oh my god. Adam. We'll call him Adam. I was like, Adam, it's me. It's Philip. And I took off the mask. And he was like, what? And I was like, pranked you. And then I don't know where he grabbed this. Oh wait, I know where he did. He has this big vase kind of tiger thing. It's like a sculpted tiger sculpture. And he grabbed it, and with full force, he threw it at me. And I ducked, and it shattered completely when it hit that wall. It left a hole. I was like, what the heck? And he's like, get out of my house. And I was like, I just wanted to play a prank on you. And he's like, this isn't how you prank people. This is harassment, and you broke into my home. And I was like, you know me, I'm your friend. He's like, it doesn't matter. And so that's when I reciprocated. And I grabbed another nearby vase, and my friend's reaction time is extremely poor. You throw something at him, he'll get hit with it. And so I threw it at him back, and it hit him in the head. It literally went, and he went, he hit the ground. And I was like, oh my god. And so I panicked, and I ran out of the house. I slammed the door, and I locked it shut. I got in my car. I drove home. I came home. probably why the phone was still recording. I came home, I went inside, I put stuff in my backpack that I have right here that was in the car. I forgot to take out the mask and the thing. But this day has been probably the worst of days I think I've ever had in my life. And I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring at all. It's going to be hell. It's going to be hell. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope I see you guys tomorrow. I'm for sure going to make a video tomorrow. No doubt about it. Well, I have to... Crap. We have to put this back on to get back inside that house. But the thing is that nobody is going to put it on. Oh, great. Anyways, the lights is turned off again. But, you know, it's backwards, whatever. I'm going back inside that house.